The basic chemistry lies in the facts. You can see a regular hospital, maternity wards. A bunch of investors sit down with some doctors and they go to the maternity ward, and the parents are there and they're all talking about housing and finances and the fiscal future of that particular community. So after they gathered up all the real knowledge they could on the subject, they all, circle around, meet with the parents who are just giving their newborns. And the focus is here. If they say to you, well, Mr. Investor or Mrs. Investor, you can put $100 million into this account immediately to fund this child for the rest of its life. And the parents ask, oh, well, are we sure we're getting our money's worth? Now, see, it's that type of mentality that is forgetting the best commodity on earth is human flesh and blood. Even speaking theoretically, or even speaking factually, extremely facts, there is no greater commodity, asset, or tangible thing on this planet other than human flesh and blood. Can't just walk out of there and act like they did you a favor. You see? When we're breeding babies, we're breeding generations. When we're breeding children, we're breeding generations. Test tube, research. Research test tube. It would never be another reason for a woman to have to go into 9 months of labor again. Research test tube babies. Do that for real. If you spoke to the people in the context that would let them see the full scope of anything that could be accomplished as far as their greatest hopes had ever imagined. Look into test tubes, test tube babies. If the woman could work, we could close the gender pay gap in less than probably 2 weeks. The Dow, the S&P, all of their numbers shoot up because the woman is with the workforce and no longer having to care for the children at home, or especially during the time that she would normally be in labor and enduring extensive pain. The investment has to go back into that birth. That's what all of these guys on Wall Street and all of these guys uptown and all of these guys in near the Philadelphia Stock Exchange and all around the world, that's what they need to be concentrating on. Test tube babies. Because once you put that test tube baby, that stock performs at a greater rate than anything that has ever been imagined since then. Or before then, excuse me. Because right now, you no longer have the work of labor. And we put this up on Labor's Day so that y'all would understand that. We can get back into labor, but we can do it in a way where it's more conducive to the progression of society. Ain't nobody telling you to be a slave, but do it smart. You know? I got